it going, everyone? This is Ben Zinn, nextlevelguitar.com, and we are bringing you today another one of our Inspired by video lessons. We have a lot of fun today. We're going to take a look at some Mixolydian soloing strategies. So we're going to give you guys a little different flavor to throw into the mix. Sometimes, you know, maybe you're feeling like you're in a rut with some of the minor pentatonic stuff, and sometimes just learning a new mode and getting comfortable with it will help spark some creativity. So let's check that out. Hey, before we continue on, take a brief moment, click on the link that you see below in the YouTube text box, and we are going to give you all out there a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook, absolutely free, available exclusively through nextlevelguitar.com. So click on the link and we'll continue on. Okay, so Mixolydian soloing strategies. Like we talked about in the intro, great way to kind of get you out of a rut. Maybe you're used to playing a lot of minor pentatonic blues stuff, as we all are, and you're looking for a different flavor to add to your soloing. Learning a new mode and getting comfortable with some of the different phrasing options within that scale is a great way to jumpstart your playing. And we are going to start out today, we're going to take a look at all of our examples, you know, kind of in the rock idiom, in a grunge idiom. So, you know, same attitude and same approach as we would take to playing minor pentatonic ideas. We're just going to do it with a slightly different tonality. So, want to take you guys through a few different positions of an E Mixolydian mode and give you some examples. So, we're going to go from high to low. So, let's go ahead and check out the high E Mixolydian position first. So, I'm going to be all the way up the top register of my guitar here, and I'm just going to play a small section of the scale. I'm not going to play all 6 strings. I'm just going to play what I would consider the usable portion for today. Okay, so I'm going to start a tone below the root note here. That's the root note. So we're playing the key of E. That's an E note. So it's important to know where those are in each of the positions that you learn. And if you have 22 frets, you can grab that 22nd fret note and bend that up to pitch if you want to get a whole octave of the scale. So once again. Depending on the lick that you're playing, the fingering options might change. Like you saw there that I did it a couple of different ways. Both are completely valid. So here's an example of a cool lick that we can do that features that position. So a lot of bending within that little mini position of our Mixolydian. That's kind of what gives it that rock feel, that rock flavor. Once again, same sort of approach that in terms of phrasing and techniques that we might use with a minor pentatonic scale. We're just using it with a different scale today. So another position further down the neck that we'll also work out of, again, the sort of mini position. I'm playing most of my examples here not using all 6 strings, so we'll just take a look at a little bite-sized chunk of the scale. I'm going to start here. Again, this is E. One octave of that E Mixolydian scale, again, a lower register that we can work out of. So that's our playground. Here's an example of something that we can do within that position. Break down the steps of the bends there. So I'm starting 14th fret, 2nd string, and I'm going to bend this up a half step because the next scale tone is a half step above the note I'm fretting. So I'm bending 14th fret up 1/2 step to match the pitch of the 15th fret. And as you come back down, you can release off of that note. You can either pick the 12th fret or you can pull off to it if you want to combine all the notes together. just a little difference there if you pick the 12th fret note, but enough to make note of. Okay, and then we're going to bend the 15th fret up a whole step to the root note. Of course, we see that all the time when we play minor pentatonic. So once again, very similar to some of our approaches in that scale and in that tonality. Now here's where we're going to highlight the difference between the Mixolydian and our regular blues or minor pentatonic. So we're going to take this major third and we're going to bend it up a half step to close out the lick. So that's what kind of brings in that different sound or that different flavor to this approach is, you know, once again, a note that's a little different than maybe we're used to playing over a rock chord progression. Let's take a look at one more position that features our Mixolydian mode, and we'll learn the whole 2-octave scale for this last one. A little bit lower on the neck, consequently a little bit easier to finger. So I'm going to be starting here, low E on the 6th string, 12th fret. I'll also play the note that's below that, the flat 7 or D. Here's our whole position. So right there we have a full 2 octaves that we can work with in position there to work in some new ideas. So we'll take advantage of that in our last example here. And we're also going to connect positions a little bit. I'm going to start out in the last position, or the second position that I showed you. And I'm going to work into that new position, doing a little slide to get into that. So I'm starting out on the 14th fret here, and I am going to hammer on, pull off, and then slide into my new home bass position here. Sliding across horizontally is a great way to connect your positions. You know, for today's lesson and for any time you're working with a lot of scales in different positions, sliding in and out of them is a great way to connect the two. But we're doing that for our lick here. So hammer on, pull off, slide into position. So I'm in my new position now. And I can work a little bit in that new position once I've shifted. To close out, I really like bending on a low 6th string. Kind of sounds nasty, but fun at the same time. Like sliding into it too. So we piece that all together. So that last low bend, I think, puts a nice capper on today's lesson. Nice way to close it out, bending into that low guttural root note. Works really well. So hope you guys had fun with today's lesson. Mixolydian playing, you can sort of bring this into your vocabulary of rock playing. Please head over to our website, nextlevelguitar.com. It's a great website, great resource for all guitar players of any skill level, beginning through advanced. So many different video lessons. At last count, I believe over 1150. So a lot of great additional stuff for you guys to check out. Nextlevelguitar.com. Head over there, and we'll see you guys back here next time. once again, just gives you a different option of a different place to go when you're trying to solo over some music songs.